Okay, progress on the engine. We got payment yesterday, by the way. So we're unpacking today. This is the crate that it was in. And you notice all the oil. There was a 5-gallon bucket of oil with the pistons in it and no cover. Well, they put a plastic cover on it, which has some holes ripped in it. And so you see the result of that apparently in the handling. Some of the oil escaped. So that's real interesting. We have a dust cover for between the engine and transmission, and as you can see, that dust cover is nearly completely rusted out. The transmission shows a whole lot of rust, and so I'm thinking that maybe our running takeout will be the way to go if it has a transmission, because this one we cleaned about 5 pounds of rust or 10 pounds of rust off of it last time. I got to buy engine mounts. They're nearly rusted out, and by the time I buy all this stuff and clean all of this, we may be better off to buy that running takeout and get another transmission if they match up. Here's the engine. Of course, the cylinders have sat in. We're gonna do an evaluation and figure out whether or not we can use this block. And again, if we can't use this block, then I may buy that other unit for $1,000 or $1,500, whatever it was, $1,500 I think. And I can try and talk them down as far as that goes too. But in order to have a fresher block to start with. The other option, of course, was $4,500 for what I found was a brand new engine that had been manufactured back in 1978 that's sitting all mothballed and ready to go. So anyhow, I'm just taking note of where the alternator and the water pump were, just so I can put things back where they were and the way they were. So anyhow, that's progress on it. A whole lot of rust, and matter of fact, really interesting. One of these exhaust elbows had rusted completely out and broken. You can see where it broke, and the local guys down there tried to hold it back together with a hose clamp right here. That's what that is, a little hose clamp. So, you know, when they need to make proper repairs, we can get them the parts and send them down. Also in the packing, one thing that's a little bit discouraging is we got this very expensive heat exchanger, and they bent up the copper fittings that the hoses go on. That one's not so bad. This one is pretty much terrible. So we may just do another heat exchanger. I could spend a lot of money having this one tested, and it'd still be an old heat exchanger that's been exposed to salt water and so forth. So I'm going to look into the price of that, and you can decide if you want to do a new heat exchanger or not. The pump will be fine, and of course all the engineering we did before, and we had to put freshwater cooling on, and we had to reconfigure the front of the engine. We had to do a number of things like that. And those things won't have to be done again. And so the heat exchanger, $300 or $400, I think. And so we might be able to just, that might make more sense than taking it apart, testing it, making sure it's gonna give you trouble-free service. Exhaust manifolds look to be serviceable, but rather than take a chance and have to send one down there, and you know what kind of a mess that would be. I want to send you basically a brand new working engine, and I already have in the budget new exhaust manifolds and new elbows. These are the elbows that are rusted out. So I'm planning on doing new exhaust manifolds. If these test out okay, then I'll send them down in the box as spares. But we'll see how they test out before we would spend any money shipping them. I don't think that we're really talking about any money. They maybe weigh 25, 30 pounds a piece. And so the incremental cost to ship 30 more pounds in a crate we've already got going is probably next to nothing, if not absolutely nothing. So anyhow, that's that's the plans, that's the progress. Of course, it looks like a mess right now, but get ready to go to the machine shop with that pallet. And then we'll start figuring out what we're going to do about the transmission. And we'll test the manifold here and get a new dust cover and send the carburetor off for rebuild. We're also, I didn't get a starter. So we'll put a new starter on it as well. We'll send this alternator off for rebuild, if I didn't already mention that, and we'll rebuild this water pump ourselves. Because we do that all the time. And I guess that's the long and the short of it, and we'll keep you informed as progress continues. Thank you.